Glad to have you with us from Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Army's offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl flip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
On the option, the pitch. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get... His punt is blocked. He's got it and going... Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they have the first points of the game.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it is such a momentum swing to block, punt, scoop, and score for a touchdown. What a job by the special teams. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Finding an escape route. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the pitch. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. Hopes this one turns out a little better. Had the other one blocked. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Blocked! The heat got to him. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights!
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Red Wolves in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hines is tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Don't forget, he had that first punt blocked. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Goes to the option. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Black Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Going right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And This defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Off play action. Quick strike complete. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Johnson wants to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Summers. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Give to the single back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Black Knights will punt this one away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Card in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Reading the option, it's Taylor. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Looking downfield on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. And down he goes back at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Johnson looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. To give to the big fullback. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Wolves trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On the option. He'll do it himself. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They go to the ground. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Johnson looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had 1 blocked earlier. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here comes the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have 1 blocked earlier. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running the option, it's Taylor. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. He'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Goes to the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The option look. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking for a crease. It's Rodgers. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's another Red Wolves.
And they'll take a knee.
A win is a win is a win. Victory formation, this offense ends the game. They didn't do much throughout the game. If I'm them, I'm probably taking that game ball and going and giving it to my defense. But they got the victory, get to take the knee, watch the clock run out.
Not exactly a ton.